Ask me how I'm doing awesome. Yeah.
It's 12:53 p.m. on Friday, and my kids are coming back at 8 o'clock tonight from their vacation that they had with their father this week. So my car insurance hit my account today, and I have negative $50 and something cents in my bank account right now. So right now I'm going to try to make as much money as I possibly can until my kids get back. I just accepted a DoorDash order for like $7, driving 4 miles, picking up at the diner. Let's do this. All right, so that was weird. Oh, 1 second. Okay, so that was weird. I'm waiting for another order to come in, but while I'm waiting, I just quickly want to tell you I'm in front of the customer right now. The diner burger that I just dropped off to my first customer here was actually, it said it was an apartment 4A, but it turns out it was like this small private warehouse, very tiny, in this industrial building, in this like industrial setting. And I go in to the door and you just see, you know, the entrance to the warehouse. There's like, it seems like there's sneakers and stuff in there in boxes. And I say, hello, because there's nobody there. And this guy in the distance goes, yeah. And I said, hi, DoorDash for Nick? And he goes, that's me. Again, all I'm hearing is a voice. I said, oh, okay. I said, I thought it came up as an apartment, so I got a little confused. He goes, oh, yeah, I'll be right there. Talking in slow motion.
I'll be right there.
So I'm standing there and I'm standing there. And like within about 10 seconds of nothing, I just hear him like futzing around. I said, can I just leave it on the shelf here? And he goes,
yeah, that would be fine.
So I left it on the shelf and headed back out. And I'm still sitting in the parking lot of this industrial, what do you call it? This industrial center. And I've rejected about 3 garbage orders, like $6. We're talking for like $6-7 for over 20 miles. Absolutely crazy. They wanted me to pick up a crumble and deliver to Newark. Are you kidding me? That's 20 miles, over 20 miles one way. So yeah, so I'm just waiting for a good order to come in. DoorDash, Uber Eats. Maybe I'll do Instacart today. I don't know, because it is Friday, and maybe I could get some good ones. And when I say good ones, you know how that goes. But yeah, just trying to get above zero in my bank account. So anyway, let's see what happens. How are you guys doing? Leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Okay, here I am at Five Guys. Friggin' Google Maps was trying to have me go to the main mall, which thank goodness I knew, though, where this Five Guys was, but I am not a fan of Google Maps. I gotta change that in my settings. I just delivered the Five Guys to a really nice lady who reminded me of myself. In a few years, she had a walker and she just wanted her Five Guys and her French fries. So sweet. So now I keep rejecting these garbage orders, but I just got a good order for picking up at KFC that was just 2 minutes away, but I have to drive it kind of far, but it's $13. I have to drive it to Parsippany. I think it's like, I want to say 7 miles or so. It's a decent order, so I took it. Here we are at KFC. Hi, Uber Eats for Akash or Akash. Okay, so this was another clandestine order where I only saw that it was picking up at KFC and delivering to Parsippany. I didn't see that it was a double order from KFC and Burger King, so I've got to figure that out. Like, or maybe they're doing that, you know, I have a feeling it's on purpose to get stupid schmucks like me to accept orders that look like they're single orders, but they're actually double orders. Again, this is what I'm talking about, Uber Eats. All right, I'm almost at Burger King here. But now I had to go to Burger King in Denville. I don't know if the guy with the KFC is going to get hot food, but again, doing the best I can here. That's all I can do. All right, I'm going to go pick up at Burger King. I haven't eaten at Burger King in so long. They have really good onion rings, or I used to like them. My mom used to go to a Burger King by where I used to grow up all the time. It's not in this county. All right, let's do this. Joe S. Yes, thank you so much. Have a good one. All right, I'm still in Parsippany at the last drop-off, which was at an apartment. It was the second drop-off of a clandestine double delivery that Uber Eats had me accept. So far, only $3.76 have come in for the double delivery, and so I guess it's all gonna hopefully be tips. DoorDash, I just went on there. It's telling me that it's not busy right now, which of course, as we know, is BS, and that I should schedule. Hold on, let me see what this is. Oh, that was garbage. That was $10 for over 24 miles. So, let me see what this is. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, DoorDash is not letting me dash right now, and it's saying I can only schedule for in Newark, which obviously I'm not going to do. I'm in Parsippany. I'm not going to be driving to Newark. Let me see what this is. I just keep on getting these garbage offers. Yeah, that was $6 for 16 miles. Not doing it. So I'm thinking right now I'm going to be heading back towards home and see if any decent offers should pick up if I go back towards home, which is kind of close to the Rockaway Mall. Okay, I just had to get some gas, and thank God I had a gift card for $25 for gas from Quick Check from this agency that I actually drove 45 minutes one way to go to this agency to see if they could help me with finding a job, and they kind of couldn't, but they were able to sign me up for all these webinars they had. But anyway, they also gave me gift cards for gas while I was there, which was super nice. So I just had to download the Quick Check app and sign up for that, and then I was able to use one of the gift cards to get some gas, and then I still have a second gift card, which I'm not sure how much is on that one, but the first one had $25, which almost filled my tank, so that is a tremendous blessing. But again, I had to drive 45 minutes one way to go to that agency, so I've reached out to another place today to see if I can get some help. Anyway, as far as DoorDash right now, like I said, it won't let me do anything except in Newark, and Uber Eats just keeps on sending me these garbage offers that are like $8 for 26 miles. I just rejected a couple more. And I'm not exaggerating. When I say $8 for 26 miles, I am not exaggerating. So right now, I'm just gonna go run an errand, and I meant to bring my grocery list with me. I don't absolutely need groceries, but I was thinking while I don't have the kids, I might run to the grocery store and get a few things that I know that they like. I haven't seen them for a little over a week because they were with their father for vacation. So that's what's going on. It's not in the cards today to be making any decent money with the gig stuff, so just doing the best I can. Okay, after I run this errand, which is pretty close to where I live, I'm gonna go back on Uber Eats and see if they start to have any normal, decent orders in where you're at least getting $1 a mile. At least, not $8 for 26 miles, so I'm just gonna try a little bit longer to see if I can get anything after this errand. Okay, my kids are gonna be back in 2.5 hours. It's 5:38. I'm in the parking lot of Costco. I just got some groceries with food stamps. Thank God for the food stamps. So that I'm stocked up and we have stuff. And their first day of school is Wednesday, by the way. I don't even have any back to school clothes for them or anything. So anyway, earlier I wasn't able to make that much money at all. I think like 25 or 30 bucks. I'll add it up later and let you know exactly what it was. But anyway, I'm thinking with the little bit of time I have left, I'm gonna try to maybe do one Uber Eats or DoorDash order before I have to go home and and unpack all these groceries. It's a lot of lugging heavy stuff up and down the stairs, but you know, you do what you got to do and it's good exercise. So I treated myself to the cheapest meal in town, which was the Costco hot dog with some mustard and a Diet Coke. So, and I paid for that with the little bit of DoorDash Uber Eats money I made earlier today. Very slim pickings today, but I was able to do like 3 or 4 deliveries, I think, between the 2 apps, and then DoorDash wouldn't let me dash anymore because they said not busy and I would have to go to Newark like in a few hours, which is ridiculous. All right, so I just picked up at a tropical smoothie cafe that I had no idea that it was literally in the next parking lot, right next to the Costco parking lot, which is where I left from when I accepted the order. So I literally went like about 2 or 3 miles out of my way because I had to go all the way up a highway and then make a U-turn and then come back. And I was like, you're kidding me, it's here. So anyway, I got the smoothie and the sandwiches that they ordered, and now I have to drive, I think, 6 miles to deliver it for like $10. So not the best, but it's something. And all the other orders are absolute trash. I mean, I don't understand how people think that they can place an order for food that's 25
to stay on West Union Turnpike,
25 miles away, and you're literally offering me, or the entire thing would have been $5 or $6. That's absolutely insane. So anyway, onward and forward. I'm going to try to do this until 7 p.m. Right now it's 5:56, so I have about an hour, so that's not too much time, but it's something. All right, I just got home and it's 6:23 p.m., 6:24, and I only have an hour and a half to lug all these groceries up the stairs and unpack everything. Or I don't have to unpack everything, but just to get these groceries out of the car, into my apartment, take out Francis, and just, you know, get myself together before the kids will be here. So I was only able to get the 1 delivery in for Uber Eats from the tropical smoothie place, and I figure if I try to get one more in, I'm not going to make it. Okay, so let's get these groceries upstairs and we'll unpack just the cold stuff for now. Okay. Francis. I'll be right back. Gotta move the car.